babies. If you're knocking now, you're into nothing.
Hey, in and out friends and family, Sara, Shabby. We're here with Butcher Babies. We're going to talk to them just a little bit about present, past, future. So you guys, I know you just yesterday finished up the Meek Festival. I know you've got to be exhausted and tired, so thank you for joining us here today. How's that been?
It was incredible. I think all of us can agree that it was probably the best summer of our entire lives. It was like one big heavy metal summer camp.
There was a weird glow in our RV this morning when we all woke up and realized it was over.
Yeah.
Everyone was just kind of very somber. And it's great because we get to come and have a post-show celebration here in Oklahoma City, but it was definitely a time of our lives, something that every single one of us we've all wanted to do since the beginning of this band. And not only that, but I think for a metal band in general, it's a huge staple of your career to play the Mayhem Festival, the biggest touring festival in the world. It's so huge. I think anyone would. That's such a vital spot. So for us to have done that and have that under our belts is a pretty incredible feeling.
It was crazy to see the numbers on our Facebook page go up as the weeks went by on the tour. I mean, hundreds a day.
Yeah.
So I think we made a pretty big impression too. It was really important to our career to do this festival.
I bet, and I know that Rob Zombie is a big influence for you guys. So to be there with him, how was that?
It was awesome. The coolest thing about it was that we would turn around on stage to get a drink of water, and there would be John Five or Piggy watching us almost every day.
Yeah.
So along with other bands too. A lot of the guys from Machine Head, even the guys in 500 Death Punch, they all came and showed us the support by being on the side of our stage watching.
It's pretty funny. It's funny you asked like how it was touring with them, because we first signed our record deal a little less than a year ago. We told our label that we'd love to tour with names like Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, blah blah, and they're all think we missed it instantly. So the first two tours we get out of the gates, Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie. So now we're after you, Korn.
Yeah, it's pretty realistic now. Game's on, right? Game's on.
Yeah, so it's to tour with someone who hugely inspired us as in our adolescence and then also in our adulthood. I think that was a little. We're all in awe every single day. Seeing him walk by us in catering, it's like.
Yeah, real rock star.
Yeah.
And watching their his live show every night, you're just like, you don't see rock shows like that.
The production is.
It was incredible. I remember everybody that came to see us were like, you have to stay and watch. You have to watch all of it. Stay for that because that's like.
Absolutely. I'm sure that was incredible to watch every night of the show. Well, I wanted to kind of go back a little bit so that people who don't really know who you guys are, I wanted to kind of get the timeline on where you've come from and what you've been through over the last couple of years. I know, like you mentioned, you signed your record label just December
It
last
was
year.
in November.
November? Okay, so a little less than a year.
Yeah.
And then you even mentioned that you went on tour with Manson for a few months out of the beginning of the year. How was that tour? And how was that tour compared to me?
That tour was a lot of fun too. Again, it was touring with one of our idols, Chris over there. As you can tell, just by looking at him.
I was going to say, I can't see any.
In fact, when we told him about the actual tour, we played a prank on him. And,
they took my phone, so I couldn't see all the text messages coming through, the notification that we got and all the emails. Next thing you know, they wake
so
up.
we had an intervention. We're like, we need to talk.
Well, he was asleep, so we woke him up and we're like,
We're all gathered around like,
Chris, this is really difficult.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like going to be about my shoes smelling bad or something like that. But
Because
no,
they
it
do.
was about.
He wakes up, hi guys, like he isn't really buying any of it.
He's all, okay, cool.
Alright, cool.
And then, we're like, we really need to talk to you about something. This is a big deal, and we all think that you need to know.
There's a one-way ticket to LA.
And we're like, bam, Marilyn Manson.
He was like,
He's like, what?
Yeah,
Where's my phone?
yeah, we kept this going from him. It's awesome.
I can't imagine how that being brought to reality.
Right.
And it was an incredible tour, but the difference between that tour and Mayhem was that we weren't in front of a metal crowd on the Manson tour. We were very well received, did very well, especially in Canada. But at the Mayhem Festival, those are true metalheads. They come, they live, breathe, die metal. So we felt at home as soon as we got on the stage there. So.
And you know, the different extremes between that tour and then the tour we just finished, the Mayhem Festival, is that was the dead of winter, the Manson up in Canada, so negative 40 degrees, not exaggerating, and then 120 on stage in Phoenix and San Bernardino and everywhere. Just it was real extremes, but you definitely learn the ins and outs of touring. As a small baby band being introduced into the big leagues. I think you can't pick a better way to learn.
We'll wear the same outfits too. Both of us. We don't care about it.
We don't wear
That's
the
right.
same.
They look fabulous. They look fabulous. Well, I know after you toured with Maryland, I believe you guys were in the studio for a few months.
And it took us forever to get our album out because we were touring so much. We didn't have the time to go do it. We had all these songs waiting to be recorded, and we couldn't do it. So after the Manson tour, probably right away, as soon as we got back, we went in the studio and did pre-production.
We took a day off, and our manager was like, "I can't believe you guys didn't jump into the studio the day you got back." We're like, "What?
You're not taking a break.
What?"
A day off.
So no, we took one day off and then we jumped right into the studio, and it was immediately go, 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 go. And we knew we had a deadline, and we pushed the producer, we pushed everyone involved to get it done on time. And we're very lucky that we worked with Josh Wilbur, who's our producer, because he immediately understood what we were going for. We didn't have to sit here and convince him this sound or this sound. The second he saw our live show, the second we sat down to talk to him, he's like, "I get it. Perfect, let's do this."
It's nice when you have someone that can see your vision.
Yeah.
So
That's the only
it
way.
sounds like it was stressful because of the time crunch, but it actually ended up being a very enjoyable experience. And, spending 8 hours a day together, just being creative, with this producer, it was kind of a gift, I think, to do that with each other.
So talking about the studio time then, what did everyone bring to the studio that made your record what it is?
I brought my drums
Yeah, definitely needed.
and cymbals and stuff like that. That was fun.
Our band is really special because all of us like different kinds of metal. We all have different backgrounds. I personally love old school metal like Slayer, Pantera, Metallica.
I'm a new metal kid. Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, yes, Korn. I love the new metal sound. Henry likes to Sugar.
Yeah, it's her in the shoe. I'm like everything.
A lot of hardcore.
So we put all those things in one pot and stirred it up and, made our own.
That's what we got.
So all of us bring something different to the table, but it fits together so well, and it's why we have different sound, and it's why we're unique, and I think it's why we're doing so well.
And it's cool with Goliath too, because the diversity, there's something for everyone. But like as Carlos said, we're more of a right as a collective unit.
Yeah.
There's not one person that will write a full song and be just like, "Here you go, let's all do this," or outside writers won't write a full song for us and give it to us. This is something that was honest, and it was us. And Goliath, it's a true testament of who we are. And the second song we ever wrote was about 4 years ago. It was on the album, and then we wrote a song in the studio in a day, and barely made it due to time restraints on the album, and that's Death Surround. So you get to hear a huge evolution of the band.
So Goliath is the name of your debut album, and it dropped July 9th. And so, like you had just mentioned, you have tracks on there from 4 years ago, and then 3 years to now. So if someone, pops on Goliath, they have no idea who you guys are, what to expect, tell them what they're going to be hearing.
Like I said, it's a mishmash of all kinds of different metal genres. We don't like to generalize, metal into different categories, but that's the best way to describe it.
It's just
a mixture
metal.
of who we all are as people, all of our tastes that we've had since we were kids, and it's really special album.
You're gonna get a lot of high energy stuff. That's basically the important thing. When it was speaking with Josh, we said that we wanted. He said, "What one album could you create? Could you mask it after?" And we said, "Slipknot Iowa." Like we wanted to create that. We want that raw, crazy energy. You can hear that like their live shows on that album. Really hear it. That's what we wanted to capture.
So you'll be able to basically vision the songs as you're listening to them, because that's
Live.
what we think of it.
Live. That's what you can hear.
But one of the it was interesting to me when we knew we were Festival last year, and Shabby and I were actually both at the Mud Festival last year as fans. So it was the Mud Festival in Hell. You guys
So much fun.
It was a lot of fun. But how was that for you guys playing overseas? Overseas festival is definitely much different than U.S. festivals. So how
He
was
wore
that?
the mud.
I wore the mud. I was definitely in the Mud Fest with speed. I
This
embraced it fully.
fool
Yeah.
rolls around in mud and has his brother picking up mud and throwing it at him before we go on stage.
I had underwear and boots.
Awesome.
But
Thank you for the
So the
image.
ladies liked
It's
you.
forever there.
So I forgot, and he's very lucky to contract some
I know.
costume.
Yeah, well, when I was doing it, we were standing off to the side, and the security guards were like, "Why would you do that? Why are you?"
Yeah.
Like, I'm already.
And there's like outhouses right there. He's taking them.
I was not taking it from now.
right
No.
there. From right next to it. You can't tell me there was no secret.
That was not.
Nothing was safe in that mud anywhere.
But you know that was an incredible experience. I went to download as a fan years ago to see System of a Down and Slipknot. They were headlining the year that I went, and I was watching. I mean, for the the course of the weekend, and I thought this is like the ultimate rock and roll festival. There's nothing else like it. I mean, the fans are insane, and I was like, if I ever had the chance to play this festival, ever. So we, when we asked our manager to submit us, we got it. We were so excited, and it's everything that I remember. It's just the people go nuts,
Oh, yeah.
and they're rolling around in the mud with you. They don't care at all. They're not like Americans who are afraid to get their feet muddy at the festivals. Although at Mayhem, the crowds are pretty hardcore too. I think
I was actually really surprised because I didn't expect them to be as crazy as the overseas, the European and the UK crowd. Didn't expect them to get as nuts as that. So we were really surprised because one thing we had always said before is playing and download. It was a real sense of unity between metalheads in general, and there's people slipping in mud, people helping them up, and everyone's there just for one solid purpose, and that's just to rock the fuck out.
And it's people from all over the world. It's
Regardless
mecca
of
for rock and roll.
language,
So
yeah.
everybody's there. You can hear all these different languages around you. You're walking around in the crowd. It's just a cool thing to be there.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys personally, being females and kind of being in the forefront of the band, how do you deal with maybe some of the stereotypes with rock and metal, having that being more male dominant? How do you two deal with that?
We just don't play into it. We don't read into the negativity. We just do what we want to do. We started this band to have fun with our friends, and that's what we're going to do. And no one's going to tell us that we can't do that. That's just the kind of attitude that we carry with us. And also, Heidi and I have always been working out dominant industries since forever.
I was a radio DJ and I did mornings, and so of course I was the girl of the two guys, all the other dudes at the station, street teamers, all guys, everything guys. And I was also an athlete growing up, and it was all dudes all the time. And so for me, I was so used to that, and Carla as well. This is something that I think we thrive on because it's a challenge to a certain extent, and we welcome that. Embrace it with open arms because that's something that I think pushes us to be better than just anyone walking in.
Have you ever felt like it's actually giving you setbacks, or maybe that people don't use or some gigs
Yeah.
and just
It doesn't really matter.
Usually when we have a setback, we get something else that is so much better than what we thought we were missing out on that we don't even have a chance to be sad about it.
That's what we should.
Yeah.
better.
It's so interesting because one thing that we've noticed in especially rock and metal is that people think that we're not, the girls aren't supposed to be, or girls are supposed to be, or they'll say, yeah, you guys are good for a female fronted man. It's like, for a female fronted man, what is that supposed to mean?
Right.
Because
Exactly.
why is it different just because it has girls in it? I move around the stage, and so does Carla, more than most guys do in metal bands. So for them to say, you guys are good for a female fronted band, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to us. We don't like the term female fronted. I think it's supposed to be more of we're a metal band. And so are other metal bands with females in them. They are a metal band. And that segregation needs to stop. It's stupid.
I think it's awesome that you guys, have the determination and, the power that you do. You can definitely see it through your presence. You can definitely hear it in your songs. So you guys should push that up. Speaking kind of along the terms
sorry to exclude the gents. I'm assuming we don't need to include you.
Well,
guys
let's
as well.
all embrace
Just
the elephant in the room. So
Yeah,
this band started
of course.
as an ode to Will Williams and Hasan. Now, if
course.
you know anything about punk music from the 80s, punk or metal, no Will Williams is, and of course Cosmetics. And to us, this band started as an ode to Olivia. She was the first female in metal, the first woman to just stand up and I guess make a stand and be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I will wear what I want, I will do what I want, I will sound how I want, I'll look, it's everything. It was just a big fuck you to the music business. And she really stood for something. She stood for something that stood for female rights, but also rights for any of these musicians to get out there and be who they want to be. There's so many bands today that would be nowhere if it weren't for her. And she had a single called Butcher Babies and Butcher Babies. We took that name from that. And then she also wore the nipple tape. And when we started, we wanted to have the same attitude, a big fuck you to the music industry and the kind of way that they've been, formulating things over the past couple of years. And we really wanted to promote a message that the individualism, the creative spirit, the people take it away from music. And I think that's why the music industry is become is because of that. And God wanted to just try something different. And really stand for just support. After her passing away in the 80s, she left a huge hole and
And it's funny because people were ready for that in the late 70s, early 80s. I don't know what transpired between then and now. And it was against, handle two girls with the table nipples. But, we evolved as we, our music evolved and kind of got bored.
This is retirement. We've been doing it for 6 years. And so, another thing is the message that we wanted to get out is out. We did it.
Yeah.
And so, I think that we accomplished that since we wanted to the goal, which is actually really music along with other messages. And there are other messages too.
Yeah.
The life is a whole different message than how this band started. So, but it all is really one.
Yeah, it served its purpose.
Absolutely.
It's not like the Red Hot Chili Peppers who had the sock thing going. So they do that every time, right? So it
That's
served
our
its
next
purpose.
thing.
Is
We're
that
gonna
right?
actually.
Is that sock thing?
Yeah.
So for the gents,
Yeah, they're trying
moving
to
on.
move to some kind of fashion days and everything.
Well, back to Goliath, like we said just 2 minutes ago, it dropped July 9th. 3,300 copies in the first week.
34.
34
Oh,
have
sorry.
all right. I have that.
Quoted the wrong
No.
source.
Awesome
Yeah.
job on that. And how did that feel? First week, that many copies.
Shot. Because the one thing is, there's a lot of work that goes into doing it. I mean, that's just writing a song, playing the show, promotion, everything that you've been doing for years leading up to that. The first week is kind of finally that. And that's is getting across the whole story. And so the wait for the first week good news, you want to hear the good news? We're like, no, we don't want to hear it. No, no care.
I just want to have a good time today.
It was like number one singer, number one song.
And even more importantly, our fans tweet us and Facebook message us and write us every day telling us how much they love the album. And that makes us
That's really what it's about, isn't it? You know what I mean? It really
You're
is.
getting so many different people writing for your scene, this night for a song, counting, on repeat. But that means more to me to get a couple of those than what's critics. And they don't, even if it's positive, you get a fan where it means a lot to them, the song.
The other cool thing is our album came out, in mid-tour. So before it came out, there were people singing the notes, but as soon as it came out, we look into the audience and people would be just singing all the lyrics because they'd gotten the album and learned the song.
What an
And
awesome
that
feeling
is-
that is. Especially the debut week, because they just learned.
Right. Because we're like so used to the songs, and when people are knowing what's coming up, they're like announce the song and they're already cheering. It's like that's really cool.
New feeling, new experience, seeing that. I was going to ask, it dropped right during the middle of the weekend festival. So did you notice that the following shows, your fan base and the crowd increase?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Like,
that
what
makes sense
favorite
there. There was a lot of
There were so many of those kind of tweets. I think that other people, got even more curious.
I've heard that from established metal people. They're like, yeah, we do more like.
Like half the band.
Yeah.
But we're totally fine with that. In fact, that's a huge compliment. To us, that's a huge, huge compliment. For someone to say, I didn't want to let you lose the way you want to. Like you
You reached them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
Now here we are in Current, Big Long Mayhem Super. We're here in Oklahoma City tonight, Chameleon Ballroom. And what's next then for you guys after this? What's now?
We just got some awesome music.
You can't
Oh,
share.
come on, give us exclusive.
We can't.
Nope.
Can you sign language,
Nope.
something?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Can we,
How would you
charades? Can we do
I don't
pictionary?
even know how you would. A bunch of like,
Yeah.
If it was Pictionary.
I don't even know.
I don't
We're
even
getting
know
some
if
clues
I
right
don't
here,
even know if
exclusives.
the
I don't know
pieces,
Right here.
pieces, and it's all.
You're hearing it here first, right?
Let's just say.
We're seeing it.
No, just.
It's all good. It's all good.
We have a couple things we can talk about though.
Okay,
but,
So exciting things on the horizon.
yes,
Okay.
but we are playing Aftershock Festival in Sacramento, California, and on the 14th with Korn. Avenge is on the next day.
On the next
we're,
day, yeah.
we're up to with Korn,
Okay.
tested in this moment, shine down so many new started from that one. And then October 26th, we're playing Rob's on his Great American Nightmare with Motionless in White. So we'll be able to remove the rest of Motionless in White. And also, we haven't really gotten a chance to play a Halloween show with the band jam besides the ones that we've kind of just hijacked. So I'm pretty excited about that.
So cool. So cool. So is that kind of like a big
It's always been my favorite holiday.
You can see my segue.
Every day is Halloween in this band, though. It's funny. I mean, look at how we look right now. It was funny, Carla and I in Tampa dressed up as superheroes. Or the stage that day. And I'm just telling you, the looks were retarded. People were looking at us like, this is a joke. So, it was we had fun. I don't care.
Yeah.
To us, we're having fun. That's all
Yeah,
I care about.
Well, for me, lastly, I just kind of, for the fans out there who maybe don't know who you are individually, tell them who you are, not on stage, and, not for music, not around this, not to think that. Tell them who you are as people, and what do you like to do when you're not in the band?
Well, I'm not a fan. I'm actually a father. I'm not a user. Last month. And,
Is she spotlight by?
but, yeah, just like to spend time with her and motivation.
I like to write. I do comic books, and I was a lawyer, and I don't know, I'm kind of a nerd. I like to be alone, and I like to read. So.
I when I can, I'll go to my relaxation. And I like to sleep.
She does.
I bet.
I
wonder
like
why.
to sleep, and I like to drink, and that's what I do.
Everything's so music related. I realized that abilities. I guess I'm not doing music or going to shows, or going to a lot of music, going to see them, and I'm also a nerd. But it's for sure.
Yeah, same thing like how Henry said was that everything's music related. I find myself like playing drums. I work at a music store back home and all that as well. So I'm always surrounded.
You most of the time our lives are really focused on this practice and how to make clothes, design custom pieces. Like I did their clothes for the dance tour, their props, and that takes a long time. So in my free moment, I have it as really helpful.
Yeah, we're just thinking about like constantly on our own.
Like free
What do we
time.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, what we contribute.
If you don't dedicate everything, they have to.
That brings up a good point. We didn't even ask where y'all come from. Sure, we can look that up and whatnot, but, do you find yourselves, hanging out after the fact, after the tour, after the shows, if you're from the same geographical area, or do you spread to the four winds?
No, we're all LA based. I think that's so weird. Like, there's a lot of bands on the band festival that they all live in different states, and that's so weird. I mean, obviously for us right now, it's not even an option. I can't imagine not being able to hang out with these guys, at least 5 days out of the week.
everyone meets up, and it's, you know, hanging out with business. All music related.
Well, you're somebody's friends, man. So,
That's right.
good to see y'all.
Right.
So, you think of that, right?
Well, that's all I had. Did you have anything else?
Well, just one last thing. I gotta ask this because we get some good individual responses here. But I want to ask you, what's the last song you guys played on your iPod or your player or whatnot? You know, last song that you heard, whatever it was, whether it was just warming up, doing your set, you know, sound check.
Nerdy by Poison the Well.
I just looked at go and we are playing People That Nut.
There you go.
This is why I love asking this question. Because everybody gives me something
I usually
different.
play that song for everyone here, so I'm surprised that wasn't all of your answers.
It would have to be mine because me and Heidi are always getting ready together. So.
I'll play
Give it
with
on
the
the-
ghetto jams or all.
I love listening to Pink Floyd. That was fun.
Very nice. Nice. Good response. That was
It's kind of funny. I kind of like the sound of silence after being on a Mayhem festival. And you know, as soon as you wake up in the morning, the band started sound checking. Go through. I'll be trying to put makeup on 100 every day. I tell you, it is hard to put your eyelashes on. She's screaming.
We're like, I just want to yeah with her.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. I know you've been busy. You're busy tonight. You got upcoming things going. So, Butcher Babies, their new album, The Live, just dropped. Definitely check them out. You guys are on Twitter, on Facebook,
All the above.
Instagram, all the social media sites. Follow them. Check them out.
Awesome.
That's all we got.
Thanks.